Hey, good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. You join me 8:30 on a Sunday morning. Where am I? Let me show you. I am at .com, Starbucks and McDonald's. But the purpose of today's ride is it's basically a tester ride for me because I've changed my bike. I've been waiting for this for about 6 weeks, and this is the new bike. It really is just to make it easier for me to get home at night with the hills I've got up to Pattaya. And it's a 650 watt hub motor. The motor knows when you're pedaling, so it kicks in as you pedal, and the rest of it, I'd call it a semi-fat tyre bike. And it's got its own speedometer, 3 power settings. I'm in town, so I've just got to power setting 1. That's like the minimum. I did ride it and coming along Third Road. As long as you're giving it a bit of the old beans yourself, it'll do 50 kilometers an hour. 9-speed Shimano gear set. So I'm basically just trying to find out, comfortable positions. Can I reach my phone from the handlebars? I won't be doing any, this bit, it twists to make you go, but I won't be using that. I'll just be using the pedal assist. So let me take you around the town, show you what it's like in the morning. Okay, that's us on the road. Let me get my camera up a bit. Everything is just a little bit different, For me, it's my phone's not in exactly the same place. The angle of my arms more upright than normal. And if you don't know, I've got short legs, and when I have to stop, it's things are getting damaged, if you know what I mean. So straight away, very hard to keep the speed down. I might have to turn the motor. I've got it on power setting 1, so at night times I might have to turn it off completely. Because just now we're doing 10 kilometers an hour. I normally film at like 6. In daytime's fine. Yeah, so when I'm normally cycling, my feet are constantly turning, and to adjust my speed, I use my brakes. Helps keep your balance when you try to cycle slow. This one, as soon as I turn the pedals, the engine thinks I want to move faster, so the engine kicks in. And even on power setting 1, when I give it 1 turn of the pedals, it jumps up to like 15 kilometers an hour. So it'll just take me a wee bit of getting used to. Yeah, so getting home after my Friday night rides is always my challenge, because up that hill it is a killer, and with the heat. It takes me about 40-45 minutes to get my core temperature down once I've finished the ride. So that's before I can have a shower. And so this will make it a bit easier to get home at night. And also mean daytime rides, because again, it's always the heat that gets you, especially on the ride home. Just now it is going way too fast. I mean, we're up to 18 just because I went past the Baht bus. Anyway, these are all things for me to sort out. I'll get it under control. Let's okay, that's me. I've turned off the engine completely. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to have to be when I'm cycling, when I'm filming at night. Engine off. And just use it for getting back home. I don't have my normal speedometer with me because I've turned off the engine. I've got no kilometer gauge. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing shorts and a shirt. So one of the other reasons for getting this is for the regular viewers. I know they're not that bothered with Walking Street, but it does help the channel grow. So I want to include Walking Street now and then. I wasn't happy taking the bike when it was getting busier, and this will allow me to lock up the bike. I'll probably speak nicely to Phil at the pub, and I'm wearing normal shoes. I'll wait to see the town hasn't come awake yet, and it hasn't. This is when you find people doing the walk of shame. So what it will allow me to do also is scoot to other parts of the town. Let me show you. So I wish this was a two-way conversation and you could tell me your favourite kind of bits. So that's me I've turned the motor back on. And I've turned the power assist up to level 3. So I'll take you up to Terminal 21. And this really is my first time on the bike. I got it last night at about 4 o'clock. I had I cycled down to Cobra on it, which is all 200-300 metres, and that was it, essentially. Normally when I'm cycling along here, I get up to about 30, 32. We were up to 40 there. So I got this bike. It's a long story, but we've got time. So usually around 6/6 or 7/7 or 8/8. You know, so 8th of August, for example. They always have specials on the go. And I'd been having a look at this bike on Lazada, and I think it was 39,000, and then on 6/6 it dropped to 25. So I pulled the trigger. Oh. Wait up. pull you down a bit. Yeah, so I pulled the trigger on the bike, paid for it by credit card, and then I got a message the next day, we can't do it at this price. So I was like, why are you advertising it? And then the lady started messaging me. She was like, oh, we thought we had to take off the discount, but it's automatic on Lazada, so you've got a double discount. I said, so what price is it? And she says, we can do it at 31. I said, okay, right, we'll do it at 31. And then she was like, oh, that's not for that model though. And you know, when they start bullshitting you like that, you go, hold on a minute. So I said, look, no, I'll just take a refund. And I did, so then there's a chap I know in Bangkok. His name's Iker Salas. This place is, I never show you this when I'm out riding, but they are doing some weird stuff in there. You get stickers when you go in, and it's like, I'm single, or you can touch me, or you know these strange things. So this chap in Bangkok, I've used him for quite a few years, and he does like online sales for televisions mainly. He's an LG, you know, the TV brand LG, and he's been doing them for years. And those of you who were in the video when I was up in my mum's room, you'll have seen she's got a nice, I'm not sure, is it 82 or 85 inch LG. So she loves her telly, and he's always a great guy to deal with. And it's hard because in the land of scams, anybody dealing online gets kind of tarred with the same brush. And by the way, this is a bit of a hill coming up here. I've just started pedaling and I'm up to 30 already. So I contacted Iker, and I says, because I know he imports a lot of stuff. He does cinema rooms and sofas, all sorts. And I contacted him, and I says, do you do any bikes? And he says, well, no. He says, but I can get you one. And he sent me a photo and some specifications. And actually, all the specs were better than, you know, what I'd been looking to buy. So the problem is you don't get to hold it in your hands. So 31,650 watt motor compared to the one I was looking at online, which was 500, and a higher spec battery, and it's the battery that's the expensive part. Now, unlike Trev, I don't have to hide my camera if the police are there. One, I'm only on a push bike, so they don't care. And two, I'm not holding it. I'll wear it strapped to my wrist. Yeah, so probably around the 12th of June, I said to Iker, yeah, go and order me it. And 4 weeks later, he had it in his warehouse in Bangkok, and he messaged me. He says, your bike's here. He says, I've charged it and tested it, and he says, it's absolutely amazing. But he's selling it to me, so, you know, you're always, yeah, I'll decide if it's amazing. But you know what? It's amazing. I have not even broken into a sweat yet. I'm not saying it's maybe the best thing for my health, but as a way to get around the town, this thing's a rocket. I am maybe pedaling, maybe doing 2 turns of the pedals every 30 seconds, and that's it. Yeah, I'm going to take the power assist down to level 1. Bloody Baht buses. And come on. The girl on the back, she's like, careful, he's pulling over. Yeah, so far I'm liking this. It has got issues but that's specific to me filming for Joe Public. God, an easy way to get from A to B. You won't get stopped by the police. You don't need a helmet. It's my personal choice that I wear one. Yeah, I'd say be careful because of the power, you know, it's more powerful than what you think. So I'm also going to describe it as having a bit of turbo lag. When I say that, it's like I pedal and I've maybe done 1 or 2 rotations of the pedals and the motor kicks in. And then I stop pedaling and the equivalent of 1 or 2 rotations, the motor kicks off. If that makes sense. So I'm back down to just power assist 1. Number 3's for motoring on between places, and really around the town you don't need it. I think once you get up to a certain kilometre per hour, once you're on level 1, the motor eases out. So I'm pedaling all the time now and sitting at 22 kilometres an hour. Construction trucks are there and they're putting down the concrete for the new pavements. I have no doubt when it's finished it will be nice. The top end is looking actually pretty good up beside Holiday Inn and that. So let's see what it's like going my normal kind of route. We will pop here into Soi 8. So now that I'm below 20, the motor's kicking in more often. So on Tuesday's video, which I filmed on Friday night, because I'll put this one up before it, just back there before Rolling Live 3, the girls in the bar were like standing in the middle of the road and trying to get me to come in the bar, and she stood there twerking away, and where you go? I says, I'm making video, and then she saw the camera and she was like, oh my God, what have I done? Oh. So for the guys that have never been here, totally different feel. Don't think you're going to get up in the morning and it's going to be the same debauchery that you had the night before. Yeah, power level 1, the motor doesn't kick in so strong and so quickly. So I'll put Iker's details down in the description, and if you are over here, Hua Hin, Phuket, just contact him and he will sort you out with one. I don't have any arrangement with him. It's not a paid promotion or anything like that. It's just me finding something that for some of you it will be appealing. Because finding a bike here is an electric bike is not easy. I did go to my normal bike guy. That's CH Numchai on Trepisit. He's pretty much opposite Trepisit, Soi 10. And I said, can you convert my existing bike? No problem. 350 watt motor and a battery that kind of straps onto the bike, and it was 26,000. And my concern was if the bike lets me down, I don't have anything to fall back on. So for just a little bit more, now means I've got the two bikes as options. So I did I don't know, what is it, 4 kilometres to come into town, and I start off on a pretty big hill. My normal speed up it is 12 kilometres an hour. I came up it today 40. We bumped the power level back up to 3. I don't know if my screen will you'll be able to see us on the screen. Let me see. Up in the top right is my battery indicator. It's still reading full. And if my mum was on this just now, she'd be going, whee! She loves a good laugh. So normally I would be, God, I've got that hill to climb, and I'd be thinking about it and I'd be like, is it going to get any hotter? Now, yeah, I'm not bothered about it at all. I put the tyre pressure at 30. I think I'm going to reduce it a little bit. My normal bike, I run at 70 psi. That's the one I film on. And I know I'm probably going a bit fast today, so I'm just trying to get the hang of the bike. still a lot of people wearing masks here. At the end of the day, it's their choice, but I see them, you know, they're wearing the mask, and then the phone rings, they take the mask off, and then they're eating, masks off. Like, I'm going to go down Walking Street. I hear some taxi behind me. Scratch my face. So they said they were taking down a lot of the signs here. I suppose a lot of them have gone, but there's still a lot there. I presume it's the low-hanging ones. You know, they're worried about a fire truck coming in and what they're going to hit. I always find Walking Street during the day a depressing kind of place. Nothing like what it is at night time. So in all my time I've been cycling here, I have never, let me word it properly, I have only once cycled up what I call Cowperton, or the squiggly road, you know, the one that straight up to Pattaya, not up to Pattaya Road. And to Pattaya, when I first started cycling, I had to push my bike up, and I'm at a stage now, I cycle up it, but it's unpleasant, we'll call it, especially when it's hot. Once I've cycled up the other one and it was a killer. So we'll give the bike the ultimate test and see if we can cycle up there. Give you an idea, all up weight, the bike, me, and all the gold bars I've got in my pocket, probably about 125 kilo. Come on, give me a clue. I know you've got your light on, but you're not. New 7-Eleven there. Yeah, this is a fairly steep hill. We're doing 30 up it and I'm having to use the brakes. Just here on the left is Easy Cart. So if you want to give the go-karts a try, all these buses, they're everywhere. Well, I should have said I've got a little bell and a horn. So this will be the hard bit, starting off here. You know where we are? That's third road right in front of us, and this is where we're going, up here. So it's really hard to get going because you're pulling a lot of weight. Yeah, it's definitely slowing down. We were at 30, we're down to 23. Normally, I would stop there to have a heart attack. And we're back up to 30. So you still get a workout. My heart rate's still right up there. Just think of it like Viagra for a bike. I'm impressed with myself. Last night I was out with Keith and his missus in Nong, and we were on that Davari seafood buffet again. I had about 7 or 8 cocktails. I was feeling it last night. Not feeling drunk, I was feeling, oh, they were sitting heavy in my stomach. So that's us all the way back to Soi 5 Pratarnak. Yeah, we're just freewheeling down here. It's always hard to film going downhill because the bike runs away from you. It's that new little night market. It's not doing anything as yet. And the people who've gone in there early probably struggling for customers. One of the ones that used to be, that one there, Eden Co, They used to be over at Ban and Beyond at Big C South. And when they closed all the shops there, it's moved to here, Soi 5. For those of you who saw my Cobra video before, I did the killer pool. I think on there I talked about the fact that they had another bar upstairs, and it's been there a year and they've never used it. It was meant to be for like private parties and things like that, but they haven't utilised it. That's just about to change. Let me show you. There's Cobra. And here, once I get, it's Venom, Gentlemen's Club. There's the door over there for it. And you go in there and it takes you upstairs. I'll bring you a video once they officially open, probably just over a week. Now, I cannot believe I've come all that way. Been filming for 35 minutes plus my ride into town, and I am really barely breaking a sweat. So, yeah, if your years are getting on a bit, but you still want to keep on cycling, this is definitely a way to get the distance covered. And normally I'd be like, oh God, got this hill back up, not even thinking about it. That's motor only. Our battery's still at about 75%. On the right here. Yeah, the speed bumps, my tyre pressure's too high for them, especially on a wide tyre. That's me, home. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. I know it's a video is not for everybody, but it lets you kind of see, one, what the place looks like during the daytime, two, how far you can cover on an electric bike in a relatively short period of time. And three, it allows me to get used to the controls. Okay, so thanks for joining me once again. Please, wherever you are in the world, be safe, take care, but most of all, have fun, because life's way too short. I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.